Hi, how are you? So this video is going to talk about part 2 in the Gentleman's Guide to Approaching Women, the guide itself. Once you've made that decision to walk up to that new girl in the bar, at the coffee shop, or in the club, or wherever you're at school, what do you say to her? So you open up with how are you, not what's up or other variants of what's up. Because when you say what's up, they're going to respond with not much, or something else that leads to a more closed off response. When you say how are you, it's more subjective. And so with how are you, she can say I'm good, I'm fine, I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm whatever. Meanwhile, what's up leaves her to say not much, and not much else after that either. And so if she does say I'm tired or I'm hungry, you can then ask her if she's had a long day. And if she does say that she's had a long day, you can then begin to ask her what was most difficult about her day and to see where you can lead conversation from there. So more often than not, she's going to say, I'm good, how are you? And then you can say how you're feeling, and then you can ask her where she's from. When you ask her where she's from, she's going to respond in one of 3 different ways. So her first response is going to be the place where you currently both are in that moment in time. So if you're in Seattle, she's going to say, oh, I'm from here, or I'm from Seattle. Her second response is going to be the opposite. She's going to tell you a place where you currently are not in. So if you're in Seattle currently, and she might say, oh, I'm from Portland. And then her third response is going to be some sort of indication that she did not understand the question to begin with. It might be a huh, or a what, or something else that tells you that you need to either A, speak up, or B, you need to rephrase the question. Most likely both. And so with that, you can rephrase the question of where were you born, or where is your hometown? Something that gets at the origins, because when you ask the question, where are you from, that's essentially what you're getting at, is her origin. So for the first response, you can then respond with, well, what's your favorite things to do in the city? Whether it's bars, clubs, other nightlife, other entertainment, something that she frequently enjoys. There you can proceed to ask questions about her interests, something that she enjoys to do in her off time. For the second response, you can then proceed to ask her what she's doing in the city. Most people respond with school or work. If she's here for school, you can then proceed to ask her what school does she go to, or her major, or what she wants to do with the major afterwards. On the other side, you can ask her about her work. If she's here for work, and there you can ask her what she does for work. You never want to ask her where she works. You don't want to ask her where she works because that's an identifiable location that she's going to be at most likely Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. And so anybody with bad intentions or just a poor moral person would use this information to stalk her. So she has no idea who you are or your intentions or anything. So asking for this information is a giant red flag in her eyes. She's got no idea who you are, your intentions, or what kind of a person you are, good or bad. Why should she trust you with this information so quickly? What she does for work, never where she works. Now, if she tells you that information, great. Then you can ask about the company and how she got the job and all those sorts of things. But unless she tells you, you do not ask where she works. So once you've been talking about her work, her schooling, or whatever you've been talking about, you need to let her know that you're not interested in just a friendship. To evade the friend zone and to ultimately let her know that you're attracted to her and then you want to be something more than just a friend, you're going to have to flirt with her. Flirting is a very delicate situation. It's a situation where you're most likely to turn her off if you're too aggressive as well. But you also don't want to be too passive so that she doesn't think that you're just a nice, friendly guy either. You want to be somewhere in the middle while also letting her know that she's the smartest, most beautiful, most interesting girl in the room too. Balance between aggressive and passive. You need to flirt as if it's just fact while remaining the focus of the conversation on the topic at hand. And so the 3 areas that you want to focus on when you're flirting with her is her beauty, her intelligence, and her interesting life that you've heard so far. So I'm going to do my best to make this video short and sweet, so I'm not going to get into the explicit details on how to flirt. That'll be for an upcoming video. But also, if you're interested, follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok pages as well. I'll also go into more explicit detail and what you should actually say in those pages as well. So the last step is actually asking for a phone number. You've already had a great conversation, you've flirted with each other, you've learned about her, she's learned about you a little bit. It's as simple as saying, hey, I really enjoyed this conversation. I'd really like it if we could do it again sometime. Could I get your number? It's really that simple. And then you can even tell her that you're hoping for a date too, so that you can be really explicit that you're not looking for just a friend here. So I'll be diving into the psychological research about why all this stuff works the way it does in a later video, and especially on that Instagram and TikTok page that I was telling you about before. So make sure you follow me so you can get updates about why this stuff works and more tips along the way.